Hi, my loves. I have been making videos on and off all day, but this thought for this video just came to me. Sorry, these have to get returned and they're in a puddle on the floor. The thought for this video just came to me as I was checking out of the grocery store. So first of all, this is going to be a video about how much I personally spend on the way out to visit, for people who either drive to visit, who want to know. I mean, even if you fly out to visit, you could kind of get some sort of a feel. Plus your plane ticket would be in exchange, like add on what I pay for gas plus your plane ticket, because it's going to be more, or a rental car, or both. So also, number two, to hold myself accountable, because sometimes on the way out to visit, I'll just buy stupid stuff because I'm bored or I want to have fun, and I'll stop at the outlets. So it's kind of to hold myself accountable. So I am going to check in with you guys every penny I spend on my way throughout this whole visit weekend. I think it'll be a good learning experience, and it'll also be very helpful for me. So first of all, I had to take a day off of work. I use my vacation days, which are paid days. They're my paid time off. I use them specifically for my visits a lot of times, or of course if I'm sick throughout the year. So I don't know if you want to count that as paid or not, because it is a vacation day that I could be using on vacation, but I'm not missing out on any of my salary. It is, however, a day that I could be taking for something else. So I'm not going to count that because it's paid. So the second thing that I had to do was book the hotel room, and I believe I paid $57 a night before tax and fees. So we'll do that when I get to the hotel room. When I check in, I'll show you the receipt. But then I just stopped to get myself some snacks and water for the road. And the reason that I thought about making this video was because I was like, whoa, how did I just spend $20.45 on snacks for the road? I'll show you what I got. I got 2 gallons of water. One's here, one is in the trunk. Because I don't need it until tomorrow. Those were 99 cents each. I got a big thing of blueberries that I will be eating with my breakfasts and then on the way home throughout the weekend. I bought those were $7.99, but I had, with my bonus card, they were $2 off, so I paid $5.99, which is ridiculous. This is what was the worst to me. These organic cucumbers to snack on in the car. They were, where were they? $4.99, ridiculous. Then I got these, I've always heard of these and I wanted to try them, and they're protein for me in the car. They're called Brahmi. They're lupini beans, and they're chili lime flavored. And they've 7 grams of protein and 60 calories per serving, which is really cool. And they were $3.99. So, oh, and I donated $1 to St. Jude. So really I paid $19.45. So there is my receipt for my car snacks. $19.45 plus $1 to St. Jude Children's Hospital research or something like that. Oh, duh. And I got a kombucha. And that was, where was that? That was $3.49, which again is expensive, but I like to keep my immune system in check. I did have some at home from Costco, but I'm kind of glad that I got one, because I typically drink them visit weekend, because they do help with me, at least the probiotics in there help with immune system. So I'm glad I got one, so you saw, because that's always part of my visit routine. So I do have a little less than 3/4 of a tank of gas. So usually I stop before I leave and I'll just top off my tank. But I'll drive for a while. This way it'll be a little bit more of an accurate gauge. But usually it costs me between $40 and $50 each way. On the way home it's going to be about $50, because I'm going to have to fill almost my whole tank. Usually I have about 1/4 of a tank left once I get to Bradford, if I fill up before my house, and then it's a 6-hour drive, 5.5 to 6 hour drive. So it's about $40. If I have to fill my whole entire tank, it's about $50. And believe it or not, out by him, it's a fuel town, so gas is about 30 to 40 cents more a gallon than it is at home. So it costs anywhere between 70, 80 and $85, $90, max $100, but usually I have gas in the tank before I go for gas. So there, I'll show you the receipts when I get gas. I don't know exactly when I'm going to stop, just depending on where the gas stations are. I don't like to get too low because then I stress myself out for no reason. So I'm going to go, but I'll keep checking in. I usually stop at the outlets to go to the bathroom, but I'm not going to shop today because you guys are holding me accountable, not spending too much money. There's no reason. And unless there's something that is very, very, very overly expensive that I use for the gym, like my CrossFit sneakers are usually $150. But if I can find them in the outlets, usually they're like half price. If it's something like that and I need a new pair, I'll stop and I'll get them. Or like Reebok sports bras that are really good for $9.99, I might grab them, and I'll put those in this video. But I'm not just gonna like frivolously shop and like get stuff at New York and Company. I usually park in front of there. I'll get some jewelry that I don't need. I'll walk across to Forever 21 and I'll get some stuff that I probably wear once, if at all. So that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to avoid for this video, but we'll see. If I buy it, I will hold myself accountable and I will vlog about it. Okay. Do in the car that does cost money is I listen to audiobooks on the road. I do have a subscription with Audible. I am working with Audible. We are in the process of trying to get you guys discount codes as SPWF members. So that's in the works. But I do the monthly membership because I do go to visit once a month. So I buy credits every month. I believe that's 15-ish a month. I'll look on my bank statement. I have no memory. It's been years and years and years. I love it because audiobooks can be anywhere from a few dollars upwards of like 40. So, and typically they're around the $20 mark. So I use it. And then like when I'm off for the whole entire winter, I have those credits are saved up for me. So, there's a new rule. You can't hold more than 5 credits in your account. So I have a couple of books that I was able to buy. Otherwise, I would have lost those credits that I paid for. So that is another expense. We'll count that as $15 a month, $15 a visit because I go once a month for my audiobook. But believe me, I can be a very frivolous spender, and I think it's money well spent because if I just listen to the radio and flip the stations, then it gets really boring. The drive seems to take forever. And also, I have to say that I should have put the phone down, sorry, utilize this time wisely, and I try to never let the system win. So in one way in doing that, I don't typically listen to just like entertainment value books, although I have before. Top #1 fave, Leah Remini's Troublemaker. Oh my God. Not only do you need to read that book, you need to listen to it on audio because she narrates it. Amazing. Just the way that she says words, because she's from either Queens or Brooklyn. She's from New York somewhere. Her accent is incredible. I love her. But also she's funny, and the book, the content is amazing. But other than, like, I'll do that every once in a while and that's fine. But typically I'm doing something educational. So I'm like, this is a way that I'm going to beat the system because I'm going to use the time that they made me have to be in the car to go see him because he's so far away. Instead of getting mad about it or angry about it, I'm going to use it to learn a skill, to learn something new, to maybe learn a language. If that's your thing, it's not really mine, although I probably should get Rosetta Stone or something, even though it's on the computer, not in the car. Thinking out loud, love you guys, but $15.99 add to it. Before I get to visit that I have to do is stop at the bank, which I did yesterday, and I get singles. I get $60 out at a time. Typically I save my money throughout the month if I have cash or if I have anything left over from the last visit. This last time I had $3 left over, and I use them with obviously other money, but I use them with part of my tip for my hairdresser last night. So started from scratch, which actually works again in our favor because you get the full count for this visit. So cha-ching, add $60 for vending machines for visit. Typically I have a decent amount left over, so we will deduct that at the end when we do our math, because you know, if it was $50 and that's $60 I could use towards next time, then obviously if that's $50 and $10 that I can save and use towards next time, then I'm only going to need to get $50 out of the bank, or $15 and I'm only going to need to get $45 out of the bank. You see what I'm saying? So typically each visit it's $60 minus whatever I have left over from the last time. This time it was $0. I had $3 left over, but I used it for my hair. So that's it. Lucky me, I always pass a Wegmans about an hour into my drive, and I never really stop because an hour in, I don't really need anything. Not even an hour, maybe like 45 minutes into my drive. I typically don't need anything at that point, but I was starting to get a headache. The behind my eyes were starting to feel really heavy and very, very tired. 2 nights ago, I had an issue with my mom. I talked about it on a different video where I literally thought she was dying. I thought we were losing her that night. And so I ran to call 911. It happened around 9 o'clock at night, and my adrenaline, we got her back. She was fine, but she was choking on her own phlegm. So after we had gotten her okay, I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night because my adrenaline was pumping. And last night, with packing and helping her and, trying to get her settled for the weekend, because I'm leaving, and then trying to pack myself for the weekend takes a lot out of me, and then I didn't sleep as much. So point is, I needed to stop and get some caffeine. It's hard for me to stop there's really not many Starbucks around, and I typically don't drink Starbucks, and even like Dunkin' Donuts, their non-dairy milks are, because I don't do dairy. So their non-dairy milks are typically laden with chemicals. But I do know that Wegmans makes their own oat milk, and it's delicious. So I was going to stop, but the only Wegmans that after this one that I've never stopped at before, but I've always passed, is about 2.5 hours away, close to 3 hours away. And I was really wanting something before then. And plus I was kind of hungry. So I stopped and I got myself just a latte with oat milk. And she did put, I shouldn't have done it, and I regretted it afterwards, but a pump and a half of sugar-free caramel syrup. Bad girl. I didn't go to the other ones for chemicals, and I added chemicals. Bad girl. I should not have done that, but too late. I asked her for the receipt. Somebody else made the cup, made it for me, and then didn't hand me the receipt, and I didn't even think about it. So I'm going to say this is probably like $5, maybe $6, probably. And then I did get a salad off the salad bar. I hope that this is lunch and dinner, because once again, I spent a lot of money, but it's Wegmans, it's organic. It was $16.99 for my hot and cold bar salad and $1.02 for tax. So my salad came out to $18.01, ching ching, and then we'll add, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's add 7 with tax and everything. So $25 for my coffee and my lunch. I should be shocked, but I mean, I'm going to be spending that at a restaurant. So let me show you what I got in here. Can you guys see? So this is going to be split throughout the day, right? I got this bean salad. I got another bean salad. This said it was vegan, but it looks like there's cheese on there. Cauliflower, roasted cauliflower, General Tso's tofu, some shrimp, some apples. I'm not even showing you the salad. I got a pickled egg and a regular egg. I've never had a pickled egg, but I want to try these while I eat. And then I got grilled pineapple. I just got like basically a whole bunch of vegetables. And then for protein and fruit. And then for protein, oh, it stinks. For protein, I got some shrimp, I got some tofu, and I got some eggs. So I'm going to be eating the eggs now, and then the rest of it I'll be eating for lunch and dinner and throughout the drive. And then I was gonna get sushi, but I'm like, this is so much food, and I still have those lupini beans, so I think I'm okay for now. But even if I get to Bradford and I'm hungry, there's a Chinese place that I can get like vegetables or shrimp and vegetables or something with no sauce. There's a Walmart that has like a produce section attached, and then there's a really good grocery store with a decent healthy section there. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about being able to eat healthy this weekend. I got this. We're good. Already feeling better from my couple of sips of coffee. So I will continue. I'm gonna have to get gas in a little bit, but I will continue this, how much this visit weekend is costing me. Oh, and the whole point in telling you guys that I stopped here first, I was able to use the bathroom here. I needed to at that point. So I do not need to stop at the outlets. So yes, I got a $20 salad, but I'm saving myself probably a lot of money because I would have shopped. Well, if I wasn't making this video. So thank you guys for holding me accountable. I'm trying to cut my costs, not spend frivolously, another word that I clearly cannot say, and show you guys how much it costs me when I go out to visit for a visit weekend by myself, by the way, because a lot of times I will meet people at the hotel and we'll split the cost of that, and sometimes we'll split the cost of meals. But for now, this is a me weekend alone by myself. So, and by the way, you guys, I don't remember if I said this, it's like spring here today. It is 54 degrees. Valentine's Day weekend. Thank you, universe, for this. Hopefully it lasts. Again, I'm not even an hour from home. So, well, I'm probably just about an hour from home. Speaking of, I've been babbling, so I gotta get going, but hopefully this lasts as I get further out, further up north and west. Okay, so I made it about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, which is great, till I needed gas. So I just stopped to get gas, and it was really good timing, because when you drive in the winter through these towns, like so many hours, the salt starts really building up on my car, and I go through my my washer fluid like this. Like, I remember I had my car for less than a year at one point, and only a few months, and I needed washer fluid because it was so bad. And my sister's boyfriend was like, how did you go through washer fluid that fast? What the hell do you do? And I'm like, no, when I drive to Pennsylvania, I have to wash my windshield like over and over and over again because the salt really builds up and it's filthy, so you can't see out of your windshield. And he was like, oh, I get it. So I stopped. We're at the gas station. I got me some gas. Whoops, I thought I shut off my notifications. So I do have to fill my car with premium. It is, what was the price? Can I see from here? $3.39 a gallon? And I'm sorry, $3.039 a gallon. And I paid $44.61 for my gas. Can you see that? $44.61 to, this is my tank to go. So I was saying it's going to be between $40 and $50 each way for me for gas. So there we go. Got to hit the road. My ETA is $6.40. I don't know what else I'm going to need to spend money on. Oh, and confession, I stopped at Macy's to pee. It was only because I was going to pee my pants and the rest stops weren't coming, and I knew the mall, where the mall was. And I did get a shirt on clearance for $2. I had a gift card at Macy's. It was on clearance for $14. I had a $10 gift card, and then she gave me like a 25% discount, so I bought it for $2. So grand total, we're not going to count that, but yeah. And then I wanted to talk to you about like nails and stuff and hair and stuff, but we'll talk about that at the hotel. So I'll be back. Oof, I don't have my voice yet again. Visit vlog day 2. Well, first day of visit. Yesterday was traveling. So it's 6:30 in the morning. Can you see what time it is? I can never turn this. 6:30. I thought I set my alarm for 6, so I usually get up at 6:30 here, but I wanted to get up earlier because I knew I was going to make videos, so I'm going to have to hurry. I also have my press-on nails. Can you see that? Because I stopped, sorry, I have to figure out this thing, but I stopped getting my nails done, so I have to do those before I leave. I made a video about these a while ago. Kiss press-on nails. So I used to pay $40 a manicure, $40 for a gel manicure. If I wanted a design, which was every once in a while, I stopped doing that for a while, it was $5. If I wanted a French, I think it was $10 extra. So it was anywhere between $40 and $50 for my nails plus a tip, which is $10. And then in the summer, usually I'll get a gel pedicure, but in the summer it's $40 for a gel pedicure, or plus tip, so it's another $5, or $10 for or $25 for a regular pedicure. But we're not going to count that this time because I didn't do it, but I'm just trying to give you like everything. So these cost me, I got them on sale. Usually they run around $7, but they were $5.99. Okay, so we're adding another $6. And then also, you guys, I do this every month, so we're not going to count this for me, but I did, do I have the receipt? I did wind up getting my hair done before I came. So if you're a girl who only does her hair for visit, of course you're going to add that to your visit expenses. Sorry about that light in front of me. But I didn't save the receipt. I had the receipt last night, and I didn't save it, but it was $65. I got my roots done. I didn't need highlights. You know, if you're adding highlights, that's going to be another $100, a couple $100 on it to it. Again, I'm not going to count this because I have grays. I go every single 4 weeks. So for me, it's not an additional visit expense, but I do need to budget for it if I'm doing it right before visit, which, you know, like unless I get it a week or 2 before, I'm going to have to. So just it's something you're going to have to budget in. Let me hop in the shower. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, so I just got dinner, and hopefully the receipt is in the bag because I am the worst person when it comes to receipts. So I know the about total, but I don't know the exact total. So let's just see if the receipt's in in there. Sorry. I swear I thought I threw it in there. So I got myself, because, you know, trying to eat healthy, and the only thing I've eaten today is a protein shake, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and some blueberries. So I got a tiny piece of salmon. Oof, I'm not eating that butter sauce. I got garlic. He told me it was cauliflower and broccoli, but that's green beans. And then a salad with, whoops, with this, it's called celery seed dressing. It's like this, the infamous dressing here. So I'll probably mix that together. But that is disappointingly $25. So I guess I can go on my bank statement and get you an exact number, but that was a $25 dinner, like way overpriced for nothing. Okay, so I wound up going to Walmart and spending way too much money. I'll tell you what happened. My nails. Remember I had that, the glue nails. Usually, like my friend Lusanne, they'll last her for a week. I am so rough on my fingers that they never last me. So I was going to do something over there before, and I came back and sat down, and I noticed that I didn't have a nail on here, and I was like, oh shoot. So I had thrown away the glue, and it was taken out when the maids came in. So I went to Walmart to go. I needed water, and I got stuff for my nails. Instead of going, I debated getting a manicure, but I'm like, that's gonna lead me right back to where I am. So I figured I would see what I could get for like $1 and get some crazy glue, because I broke this nail all the way down. And I wound up coming back with 2 huge bags. So first of all, let me tell you what I spent, and then I'll go through really quick, but I'm not gonna make this too long of a haul. However, yesterday, remember I said I got my hair done and I couldn't find the receipt? Let's cover the name of the salon, the address, I mean. It was $64. You could see that. Okay, and then tonight at Walmart, I'll show you what I got. So I got, this is to replace that, all of their winter clearance, all of their winter stuff is on clearance. That's what happened. But this is to replace, you see me wear that navy blue puffer vest in almost all of my outside videos throughout this winter. I loved that vest, but it was actually from Walmart from many years ago, and it had seen its day. It was fraying, and also the bottom would unzip because the zipper was breaking. So I got this to replace it, this full sleeve jacket, because I didn't know if puffer vests are still in, but this is a puffer jacket with a hood, which is amazing, and it was on clearance for $9, so I grabbed that. These jeans were on clearance for $7 and something cents. Let's see, $7.78. They're really cute, the skinny jeans with button fly. So I got those. These Time and True high-waisted black jeans were on sale for $5. I got them for my niece, if they fit her. I actually wound up FaceTiming with my sister because she's been looking for a pair of like liquid leggings, like pleather look type of leggings. These were not quite what she wanted, but they were $3. So she was like, yes, please. So I got those for her. Then I got, this was just a plain sweatshirt that was $3. Just a plain white sweatshirt that either, see, $3, either I'll give to my niece or I will keep it. I haven't decided yet, because I know you guys have seen that lavender one that I wear all the time where I cut the shoulders out. I loved it. I made it a full shoulder sweatshirt. It's all stained. It actually, I've worn it. I got it at Walmart too for $5 on clearance, but it was a thinner sweatshirt material, and it was, now it almost looks burnt out because it's been so worn, and you could see through it. So, and of course stains all over it. So that one's got to go. And then, so I'm probably not going to cut the sleeves. So that one, I don't know if that look is over or not. So I got, to fix my nails, this was 97 cents, nail polish remover, because I had that on top and I have glue all over my nails from the ones I put on today. I got nail glue. That was, what was the nail glue? $1.92, because this is broken all the way down. It's not broken where I can like just cut my nail. It's broken right down there. You can't see it, but it's like underneath. I don't know, can you see it? Can you see where it's broken? Does that gross people out? My thing isn't focusing, but it's probably better. So I can't cut it, it's too low. And then I got, this is After Artificial Nails Rehab. So that was, let's see, nail rehab, that was $3.88. And my nails are paper thin destroyed from having the fake ones on for so long. And then this was called 8-in-1 Nude Manicure, because this is just a bottom coat. This is like the nail color and the top coat all in one, and this was on clearance for $3.88. So can't beat that. And then I got snacks for my drive home, which these beet chips were $3.28 clearance. These kale chips were $3.28 on clearance, and they're all clean ingredients. So it's organic kale, organic sunflower seeds, organic tahini, organic carrot, organic apple cider vinegar, organic cane sugar meat, but it's 2 servings per package and 2 grams of sugar, so it's not terrible. But organic onion, sea salt, organic lemon juice. And in the beet chips, there's like this many in here, maybe I shouldn't have gotten this, but it's organic beets, organic high something, sunflower oil, sea salt, organic rosemary extract. And so this is good because I typically on the way home after the weekend, I'm starving. So that helps because I don't want to eat, like I'll eat like a bag of trail mix usually, I'll eat chips, I'll eat a sub on the way home. It's ridiculous and no bueno. So I got these mini cucumbers. These were cheap. They were only $1.97. So that was good. I'm sorry, $1.98. These blueberries I have to wash, but these I'm going to eat for breakfast with my protein shake tomorrow and then as a snack on the way home. And I might eat some before bed tonight because I'm craving a little bit of sweet. This was ridiculous. They were $5.75 and I saved 19 cents. They were originally $5.94. So, you know, blueberries, I guess, are maybe because they're out of season, they're expensive. I don't know. And then I saw this and I ran out of nut butter when I was home and I wanted to try it. It is the dark roast almond. It is Maranatha brand and it was, how much was this? It was, where are you? $6.98. So that's kind of expensive. And I really wanted to go back to Costco and get the 88 Acres pumpkin butter, but I haven't had a chance to go to Costco. So we're going to do that. I was thinking about putting, the reason I was like talked myself into it is because I'm going to put a tablespoon of it in my protein shake tomorrow to keep me more full at Visit, because towards the end of Visit today, there was not much left and I'm really trying to be good on this challenge. So all of this stuff individually, everything was on clearance and inexpensive. However, all together, when she told me my total, I was like, ugh! So I spent a total of, oh, and I got a gallon of water, which was 99 cents. Here, in case you guys want to see, a gallon of water, which was 99 cents because I'm going to run out for the morning. And I spent a whopping $70.25. Oh wait, $70.89. $70.89. So we're gonna keep this because this is what happens when you're at Visit. Things happen. Like, was my nail breaking an emergency? No, but I also don't want to snag my nail further. I don't have band-aids with me. So, you know, like you might, if you're like me and you're like, accidents happen, you might want to, again, none of this was an emergency. None of this was a necessity. I'm not saying that, but you might want to have like $25 in case of anything. At least $25 in case of anything. And then, hey loves. Okay, day number 2 of Visit. Well, it's day number 3, but Friday was my driving day, so it's my second Visit day. And I figured out how to turn the phone so you could actually see me in the shot, because you know that helps. But I was gonna redo what I spoke about yesterday because I know that in the shot I was like halfway out of it. But sometimes I have to just let go of that kind of stuff and let you hear how it comes out of my mouth naturally. Otherwise, if I attempt for a second time, it doesn't sound as good. Just like when I was doing that coaching call and I wanted to make a video about it, and then I was like, no, I just have to like let it go and not worry about it being perfect. So what did I do this morning? I got up, I showered. I mean, the same things yesterday. Makeup, packed all my stuff. I did do Visit vlog. I don't think I need to spend money on anything more than gas on the way home. I have like a little less than half, well maybe like it's between half and 3/4, half and 1/4, I'm sorry. So it's probably going to be between 40 and 50, and I'll probably drive for at least an hour. I'll probably get gas right before. It takes me an hour to get back to the highway, so I'll probably get gas at that there's one very last gas station like 6 miles from the highway, so I'll probably get gas there, and then like real food, because I have a lot of snacks, but I'm gonna need like substance, like real food. So, and I'm kind of like, where am I gonna get that? Because I'm not eating out of a gas station while I'm doing my nutrition thing. So we'll figure that out. And then we will go from there. Nothing out of the ordinary happened at Visit yesterday. It was actually kind of quiet, much quieter than I had anticipated. I just couldn't get my act together yesterday. So I was, I dropped something. I couldn't get my outfit to work. And it was just, I was slow. So I left the room, about 10 or 15 minutes later than I typically do. And I thought there would be a crowd of people. They had already taken a couple of people back. Usually they'll take them up in groups. So up to the visit room. So I was the third in line. I was shocked that there were not that many people there. And let's see what happened. Nothing happened. It was quiet really quick because it's starting to snow. No, it's been snowing, and hopefully I can make it all the way home. Hopefully the snow will be behind me. If not, I'm going to have to stop and get a room because I don't have work tomorrow anyway. But point is, I just wanted to stop in and tell you that I got gas. It was, can you see that? $38.70 for gas. And then I also got a coffee and a couple of snacks because I've already thrown most of my snacks and I don't think I'm going to be able to get a meal. So I got some hot pickle bites. I got some banana chips. The only ingredient in here is bananas. I ate all my blueberries already. And some Fuji apples. Again, the only ingredient in here is apples. And then some honey roasted cashews. So I have plenty of snacks for the road. I still have some cucumbers left, 2 cucumbers left, and a kombucha. So gotta hit the road. But I think that should sum up everything I need to spend money on for this weekend, unless I have to stop and get a hotel room on the way home if the weather does not cooperate and hold up long enough for me to make it. So I'll update you with that because that's something that's like unavoidable if you are heading out to visit and you have these things like emergency type of situations where you might need some spare money. So I'll be back. Well, hopefully I won't be back. That means I won't have to spend any more money, but I will be back with a full sum of what I spent this whole visit weekend. Love you guys. An additional expense. I had to pull off the highway. This is the first time in 10 years I had to do this. And I had to get a room because the roads were awful. And to be honest, I'm wide awake. It's 8 o'clock at night. My GPS, I'm about 2 hours from home on a normal day. I've been driving for 8. And, no, I'm sorry, I've been driving for 5. I left at 3. It's 8 o'clock. And still 2 hours from home. However, my GPS says 3. And I'm driving between 30 and 40 miles an hour because it keeps going back and forth between a blizzard and ice rain that is collecting on my windshield so I can't see out of it. So I pulled off at a Wendy's. I saw that there was an Econo Lodge. I pulled off at a Wendy's and I scraped my windshield. But the ice rain was coming down so hard. First of all, the ice was accumulating under my windshield wipers. And so it was like I was afraid it was going to dull them or break them. And plus, as it was accumulating and I couldn't see, it was getting scary. And doing 30, I'd probably be home at midnight, and I just don't want to do that. So I have the day off of work tomorrow anyway. I'm glad that I didn't stay for visit an extra day because now I can just sleep, hopefully let this do its thing, and then be done and get back to home. Leave when I wake up in the morning. I'll sleep in a little bit. I texted my workout partner. We were supposed to go to the 9 o'clock class together, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I had to pull off. And she's like, oh my God, stay safe. And then I'll go from there. But I can't find, I'm the worst person in the world with receipts. As I put them in my bag, I'm like, make sure that you remember to save this so I can show you guys. I have no idea where it is. It's probably in the car. But it was $66 for this room, which is an annoying expense that I had to pay. I put it on my credit card. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I'd rather be safe. And this is like the seediest motel room. It's worse than the one in Bradford. Let me see if I can show you guys. Like, it's so gross. Adam's calling any minute, so, where's the light? Light that doesn't work. There's the bed. There's, let's see. There's the freezer and microwave. Like, I don't want to touch anything. There's a disgusting chair. I obviously have my socks on. Like, obviously, thank God I'm so packed. Here is the bathroom that I'm totally grossed out by. Yes, it's like the nastiest. I mean, dirty toilet. I just washed my face with that towel. I mean, it's not like the dirtiest, but it's just, I don't want to touch anything. So, but it is what it is. I am safe. I'm in a hotel, and it is what it is. Let's see if I could see the weather outside. You can see there's not a ton of snow on the ground, but it's just the ice rain coming down is dangerous. And I had my car in low gear most of the drive, which I don't even know if that's good for your car, if I just ruined my whole car, but because it was slippery on the road. So did I jinx myself when I said I don't know if I'm gonna have to be back and get a hotel room, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna turn on the TV, wait for Adam to call, and then probably pass out. I love you guys. I'll be back with a grand total later, because now I might have to do, depending on what time I get up, if there's continental breakfast and stuff, I might have to do breakfast in the morning. I might just wait until I get home. We'll see. I have like this much water left in my bottle, and I have like this much water left in the gallon. There's a gas station across the street, so I might have to get myself some water in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, but it turned out to be an expensive visit weekend. Sometimes things happen that we don't plan for, and that's okay. Alright, so, oof, I refuse to step on the floor. It is day, well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 of my visit. I guess this is the blessing in disguise. It's 9 o'clock, and I just woke up. If I was home, that would never happen. I did wake up here at like 7:30. I refuse to step on the floor. I did wake up around 7:30, but the shades, I pulled blackout blinds last night, and it's cute because they offered their clothespins on there. I don't know if you could see. Let's see if I can see the clothespins. I'll show you on the way out. But there were clothespins on there, so it helped keep the sun out. I mean, there was a little bit of light coming in, but not terrible. So I woke up at 7:30, and then I was like going back to sleep, and I slept until it's 9:12. So about a little after 9, a couple minutes after 9, I got up, brushed my teeth, changed my shirt, well, I didn't change my shirt, put on a bra, put my Uggs on. I'm just gonna go find some coffee somewhere and some water. I'll eat when I get home. I'm about 2 hours away from home. I should be okay. But I just now, like, I debated just like laying in bed, watching TV. No rush, taking my time. Like, it was, I think, a blessing from the universe, because I got an extra day off. If I was home on my day off from work, because it's President's Day today, I'd be doing 500,000 other things. So I was forced by the universe and the weather to take a day off, and that's how I'm going to look at it. But I do need water, because I'm getting a headache, and I noticed I was very dehydrated, even though I drank a lot of water yesterday. It's just visit weekends do it to me. So I'll be back with the rest of my a little bit more expensive than usual visit weekend. Bye, guys. It's funny because I was emailing Adam, and I was like talking through this with him while I was emailing him, because talking through it, I mean, I was texting my email address, but my email account. And I was like, let me go on my GPS, let me find my points of interest. Oh, look, there was a gas station 300 feet away, because he went into prison in 2000. So there was no GPS. There was no, I mean, that we had in our cars back then. There was no, there weren't any iPhones. There were no social media platforms. There wasn't a lot going on technology-wise. So he loves that kind of stuff. He lives for it. He reads Wired magazine, etc. So anyway, there was a mini mart attached to the Dunkin' Donuts, but there was really nothing that I wanted to eat. There were those apple chips again, that like literally the ingredients are either just apples, or the other bag is apples and cinnamon, but I wasn't feeling it. Like, I want to go home and I want to eat real food. I didn't eat any real food all day yesterday. All I ate was a protein shake in the morning with a couple scoops of almond butter that I fished out of there, because I dropped that jar on the floor. I don't remember if I told you guys that. I dropped that jar on the floor as I was creating my exercise video. I went to go move the camera, and it shattered inside a bag, but it dropped the bottom down. So when it shattered, I was able to dig out some on the top. And to be honest with you, it was okay. It wasn't like, I'm not crying over it, because I didn't think it was like all that great. But it was $6 down the drain, which sucks. But anyway, so I didn't get anything else. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna eat a real meal. Oh, that's what I was saying. So, and then at Visit, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs. I was lucky enough that they had packaged hard-boiled eggs in the vending machine, and yes, they tasted as gross as they sound. And then I had all of those snacks that I showed you guys throughout the drive. and I was full by the time I got to the hotel room. Plus it was late. All I wanted to do was sleep. I do not feel 100% great today. I have a monster headache. Hopefully this caffeine will take care of it, and the water. And then when I get home, maybe I need real food too. And that's it. I think I'm going to go to Costco today to get a couple of things since I have the day off. A couple of things. I have a pair of, believe it or not. Then I'm just going to go home and rest and play the day by ear. So I love you guys. This 100% should conclude my visit expense video. I will be back to give you guys a full tally once I make the video and have a calculator. But, oh, did I say how much? This was like 60 something? Oh my goodness, I don't remember. I'm so bad with paying attention to that, and this video should have helped me, help me start to pay attention to those kinds of things, because this is why I'm broke all the time. But one step at a time. My advice is to just take, if you're going to get anything out of this video, is to take a little bit, save a little bit of extra money if you can, and take it with you for a visit weekend, because there are unforeseen obstacles that could happen that could cost extra money. And I'm telling you, this wasn't that big of a deal, $66. But God forbid you have car trouble. God forbid, something, you lose your cell phone while you're at visit. And, there are things that potentially could happen. Thank God this is the worst. I'm quoting worst because this was not that big of a deal at all. It worked out perfectly as it could. I had the day off. I didn't have the extra money. I put it on my credit card, but it's only $66. I was safe, all of that. So it's the worst thing that happened to me on a visit weekend that I can recall in 10 years. Not that big of a deal. Blessed that I could pull over and get that hotel room. So I'm going to go because I'm babbling. I will be back with grand finale. This is a very, very long video. I apologize, but I did want to show you, instead of just a vlog, which this kind of turned into a vlog anyway, of a visit weekend, I wanted to show you dollar by dollar. I almost said penny by penny, but I haven't been that accurate because I'm really bad with receipts. I think I'm just going to start putting all of my receipts in the same spot so I keep them, because I'm telling you there were 3 or 4 separate occasions in this video that I couldn't find what the hell I did with the receipt 20 seconds after I left wherever I purchased whatever I was buying from. Not good. So anyway, those are the takeaways. I love you guys. I'll be back one last time.